All right. Good morning. Good morning. It is 6:32. It is March 14th. It is Thursday. Hope everyone's feeling well. My name is Scott Redler. I am the Chief Strategic Officer of T3Live.com. Welcome to the 6:30 Club at 6:32. I'm sitting in my office. Let's see if any light comes on the subject. Oh, there's Red Dog in the light. I have a new setup here. As you can see, there's a floating microphone. Hello, hello. And what you see in the back are my boys. I'm not as, I'm a little depressed. I coached lacrosse from 2nd grade to 8th grade. Team did absolutely fantastic. And now my son's a freshman and I'm just a booster on the side. No more coaching, no more push-up club. It is what it is. It's all good. I get to coach you guys into how to make some money, how to make some decisions, how to navigate the tape, how to switch gears, right? That's what we do. Hey, Bobby 4.0, I see you in the house. What up, Taki? What up, EK? How you feeling, Frank Tucci? We got Don in the house. We got the beer guy. I like a little beer guy. What up? What up? Little fried omelet steak sandwich, Red Dog sandwich with the 1 or 2 IPAs. Yeah, I do that every now and then. What up, Jim? What up, Blair? BTF bunch in the house. Got Jim Nelson. All right, so let's get to it. It's 6:33. This is the new microphone. I don't know how good it is. We'll see how it goes. I used to like you to be able to hear my music. I'm going to see if I could start playing some music within within the parameters of the 6:30 Club. So I got to show you real quickly the disclosure, so I don't get in trouble. I don't want to ever get in trouble. Do I even see it here? No, that's not it. Banners? Nope. All right. So I don't see where the disclosures are. So we'll figure that out. Anyway, what's up, Christian? So let's get right to it. So here's the chart of the spies. Okay, let's get it a little bit bigger. So with this being said, yesterday, some people gave Red Dog a little lip. Like, Red Dog, you said on Friday that the higher the market might be in for March and April. What's the matter with you? You're wrong. I'm like, listen, I made a statement because on Friday, when we had the outside day, I reduced risk. I went from a lot of positions to less and net short. And that was on this day. That was literally when we hit 518 and then we couldn't hold 5, the prior high. So if just say you did what I did and reduced shares of things when you pushed above and failed, okay, you then felt better on Monday because we were lower. You had more flexibility. You didn't have as much risk. That was the day to take notice. But guess what happened on Monday? You had a little bit of a bottom tail. So if you sold up here, you were able to cover and buy down there. And who cares what Red Dog said? If we're going to be, if that's the high, you had time to adjust. And then on Tuesday, we took out 511.88, which was the Monday high, meaning the bears couldn't reject price there, which the market couldn't confirm that potentially that could be the high, because that's what we do. We let the market tell us what's happening. And then we had an inside day yesterday while some, leaders started to show their face. Tesla looks horrible. Yes, Tesla's looked horrible, Bobby, since 12/28. So you want to talk about Tesla? It's a great lesson. Okay. Tesla used to be my bread and butter. Tesla used to be like my Nvidia of the past 3 to 6 months. But guess what happened? Tesla's been in a downtrend. Tesla, he made a high, a lower high, a lower high. Then when it looked like it maybe was getting better, look at this outside day. That, by the way, this same candle could have been the candle in the S&P and the Qs from Friday. But guess what? Here you had downside follow through, went below the 8 day. The spies and the Qs did not do that Monday, Tuesday. And PS, we were below the 8 day the entire time. I've done numerous books. If you want to Google 8 and 21 day moving average, Scott Redler ebook shows you how you get out of the way when something's downtrending. Listen, I'm not a good short, and I've said that to you guys. So anyone who's been shorting this the whole way down, congratulations. Then you had that little inverse head and shoulders pattern, but then right here, this candle said this ascending channel is broken. Get out of Dodge. And most traders did do that, okay? And then you had the gap down that never got filled, and now here you are at lower lows, okay? That is how you switch gears. That is how you navigate. That's how you stay away from a broken trend. I was just talking to Pete. He's like, Tesla's been horrible. Great job staying away. Half the battle is knowing, how to stick to your process. Last night also, someone was like, Red Dog, did you see Fisker? Did you see the bankrupt? I'm like, well, how broken that is? If you get below the 8 day, the 21 day, the 50 day, and the 200 day, you never sit in it. I don't even care even if you're not an active, trader or investor. It's just broken. Hopefully you learned some rules for your portfolio and your IRA if you don't even get paid for them. But anyway, so that's that. Let's go to the brighter side of things. Red Dog likes the brighter side. Yesterday I tweeted out to you guys. I said, listen, as things rebuild, I try and reshuffle my go-to list on things that can make higher highs and be tradable. So one of them was Microsoft, and I am long Microsoft. Microsoft to me, was one of the names that after channeling for a while, felt as if it could make a new move high above 418, 420.82. So 2 days ago, it broke above 410, got back above the moving averages. So I am long. So if you want to see what the alpha team looks like, here's the alpha team. Let's go up here. I'm supposed to show my positions anyway. This is people waking up and starting to talk. I am long some Amazon. I'm long some Microsoft. I'm long some Palantir. I'm long some SBI. I'm long some Goldman Sachs, Nvidia, and Rumble. Okay, a lot of different things. And a lot of those things they did not have on Monday because I was out of the way, not knowing what would happen. What I did have on, though, was a lot of silver calls. Silver high. Whoo! We'll get to silver. But anyway, the March 2023s, I have the March 28th 23s. I think I have another set also. But anyway, really good. And then I also just put on another gold call spread. Or actually, no, just gold calls. I went out. Now, this was the call spread that actually got maxed out. But I could have sworn I put on more gold. Oh, here we go. I went to the 205s now. I rolled them up. So if you make good money in a set of calls or a call spread, what you do is you go higher, reduce less, and stay with it. So you book profits and you continue. But anyway, so and I have a few little bios or this and that. Some things aren't really working, but everything can't work. We've got to think the actor exactly, Rumi. So anyway, Microsoft to me looks like something that can make higher highs. We like to be able to buy when things trigger, stay with them and massage them for higher highs. That's how traders make money. Amazon, I also think, is in the game. Amazon, you have a little descending trend line here. I am long Amazon. I am long some 180 calls. I thought they would be worthless when this happened, but maybe not. I also went out one more week instead of just having for this Friday, which is tomorrow. I'm in the stock and I have it for next week. So those two look really good, in my humble opinion. Which there are other things you could trade and make money with, but that to me, those were the two that I kind of went with. Someone's like, why'd you buy Palantir? I bought Palantir because this is a different trade. Came into support. If you sold it when it couldn't hold above and stay above 26.75 and get out of the way here, you were able to buy on this ascending channel. Plus, guys were telling me that the CEO was going to be on CNBC, and he actually looked normal. Guy's crazy at times, and he was really good at. I think he was on at 11 o'clock yesterday or 12 o'clock. I don't remember exactly. So I bought some, didn't get stopped out, and we see how that goes. Anyhow, so that's different. Rumble, different. Everyone's like, it's a low quality. I'm like, you know what? Great chart pattern. And I got to give it, to Portnoy. This was his name. And I didn't really look at it. And when we were fighting a little bit, he was making a move there. And I think we were in negotiations with them too. But PS, I started buying it in here, went to 836. And then all of a sudden, I was kind of out of it, watching it. I heard, I kind of listened to the TikTok news maybe. But anyway, it triggered above 720. I bought a lot of it, closed well. Even yesterday, you could have added when it, got above 815 and then trimmed some when it hit 920. This would be a perfect lesson on the tier system, which I'm not going to get into right now because I have a lot to go. Hey, just say you bought tier one, okay, on this. So maybe at tier one as it was building to keep your mind on it. So let's do a Rumble tier system, okay, a little bit of a lesson. So, you had your move going sideways. Right here, you're in tier one, tier two, and then all of a sudden, maybe you don't have tier two overnight. So it hits 815. Then the second day, you buy the dip. I got filled yesterday on a dip. Back to tier two, takes out 815. Maybe you add to it, takes out 836, and then you get back to tier one. So now all of a sudden, you're still in tier one from like 730, and you've traded two tiers all the way up into the nines. And you booked it. They can't take that away from you. And then you continue to to go with that trade higher. So anyway, that's a little tier system. And then, I showed you guys the weekly chart. The weekly chart is just really, poking its head above this descending trend line. Anyway, that's probably too much time on this stock, but, it did make us some really good money recently. So I wanted to go over it. Goldman Sachs, people like Red Dog. Goldman Sachs has been absolutely horrendous. Why are you backing Goldman Sachs? I'm like, how much longer can it be in this channel where it's just faking the hell out of everybody? So anyway, it did trigger above the moving averages again. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to take options. I'll take some stock. And if it were to get above this 396, 397, it looks like Goldman Sachs, could finally maybe get some traction. Just be careful. It's hard to buy any kind of strength in Goldman Sachs. So, but again, nice channel. The longer the base, the bigger the move. That's what they say, right? Anyway, so that's why I'm in Goldman Sachs. What else am I in? These are all different types of setups. I'm also in Nvidia. I did buybacks on Nvidia. I know it's a little bit, it's out of play this morning so far. Nvidia has given us a lot of opportunities, so many opportunities. Nvidia has made my, since 505 breakout second week of January. Someone's like, hey, Red Dog, you should have just put your whole account in a 505 and went on vacation. I'm like, what fun would that be? Couldn't be in my ice barrel, couldn't be my sauna, couldn't be hanging out with my dogs like you. It'd be too easy. Anyway, so we'll see what happens here. Jensen has the keynote on Monday at 4 o'clock, so maybe a little bit more inside action, and then we get a little bit of, I don't know, a little bit of a pop on Friday or Monday. But for now, as long as you could lower this now, you have an inside day. This is 584, so put that here. We'll see what happens today. It's not up with everything else. I didn't really even read the news enough time. But if it starts getting above this 920, 927, chances are there's nothing until 973. So we'll see how that goes today. But all in all, I'm in some, and we'll see how it goes. And it's been really, really good to me. Then let's talk about silver. Okay, gold gave us a really big move finally after losing money a few times on sets of calls. Finally, gold went. All right, so let me show you a little lesson on gold and gold. I'm not a gold bug. I always said if the world's gonna end, give me a friggin' pie, give me a cheese pizza and a 6-pack of Dogfish IPA, not a bar of gold, unless I gotta hit somebody over the head for their 6-pack of Dogfish. But anyway, so with that said, though, the chart patterns were really good here in gold. This is where we put on, the ETF again. I had a decent set of calls. I was a little worn out, though, to be honest. Like, I think I bought gold calls here and I lost, gold calls here and I lost here, and then finally got paid handsomely. But I actually wound up making more in silver, and silver hasn't even after Friday, I haven't even, it hasn't even really worked yet. Like this, so this is the daily chart of gold that went. Okay, then you go to the monthly chart, which it's still just breaking out of a cup and handle. So this could take 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, whatever. But anyway, the reason why I've been all over silver, and I went over with my friend Liz Clayman, so I thought I could play some catch up. And here's your daily chart of silver. So silver hasn't even broken above the downtrend. And I know I've started buying silver with you guys. I haven't bought silver in years. It's been years. But as a trader, you can go where the money flows are. I started buying the SLV calls here, made decent money, and then I rolled out to next Friday and the Friday after, and then yesterday happened. So the beauty of yesterday is that silver outperformed gold to play catch up to make the chart better, while gold just sat still. So now you have this downtrend line around 23-ish, okay, which really for the GLD was kind of right here, this 191, 193. So now after a day or two, when this takes out 203, I would think at that time maybe silver takes out this 23 and change. And then if you go to the weekly chart, it's just coming into the downtrend, just getting there. Okay, it hasn't even gone anywhere. It's still in the channel. We're making money in the channel, anticipating we're in gold and Bitcoin. And then if you go to the monthly chart, it really looks interesting. Look at that monthly chart. Look at that wedge type pattern where if it wants to go, why can't it get to 27? So anyway, that's the silver gold trade. And BITO is also, let's go to the daily chart, looking like at some point, it's been doing awesome. And I'm in options here, and I'm hoping it has a stretch day soon. Bitcoin played with 69,000 enough. Some of the institutional guys that are watching the flows with BlackRock, and this and that is saying that the inflows are so damn strong that, at some point this methodical move, which it's been methodical and awesome, could get a good stretch and really knock the teeth out of leftover shorts that are still there. So anyway, this high is what, 33.79. I'd like to see a stretch day. I have April calls on, and it'd be nice if it could get like a nice move to like just say 79, 80,000, and that's when I'll probably take some off, and that could happen before the halving, I think. Meta or Snap on the TikTok news, Mighty wants me to go over. Meta's been tough, man. I'll say, like, you know, Meta was my biggest loss last year. Remember that false breakout? I lost like 6 figures, and it was horrible. But anyway, you know, it's hanging. You know, Trump came out and said that potentially it's un-American, and we got bashed. And that was on a day the market was not in a good mood. And now it looks like, you know, gets above 502. It has room towards 523, but I'm probably not going to be trading it. I apologize. What's it doing this morning? It's up 2. I guess you could say if Meta was to get above and stay above 502, maybe it gets another push. But to me, Meta's been really hard money. But 502, 504 gets above it. Hey, there's a lot going on right there. You have room, so it's fine. Yeah, you know what? FCX looks pretty good. My materials guy was telling me to look at that, but I was like, eh. AMD was very weak yesterday. You know, AMD gave you a top and tail, kind of like Nvidia, and then you know, it was really a drag. So we'll see what happens there. What's AMD doing this morning? It's down 34 cents. Not a big deal, but when you have the SPYs up $2, you know, up $1.80, you know, and this is down 40 cents, it's not the place you want to be. And what's Nvidia doing right now? Nvidia is, wow, down 9. That sucks. It is what it is. I wonder if there's a no down on it, or they just want to do a little misdirection. That'll take away from my morning money, but we'll see how it goes on Nvidia. Usually, you know, like last week, if the futures were up like 15, Nvidia was up 20. So my stop for Nvidia will be 884. Could be just an inside day on Nvidia. We'll see. And if you're trading AMD, yesterday this gap is already filled, so this is out of the way. I would say you could put your line right here. This low is what, 192.70. So 192.70. We'll see if that holds. Anyway, listen, guys, it's 6:50. I'm only allowed 20 minutes to go over some things with you guys. If you want more, you know, come visit us at ScottT3Live.com. Come take a trial of the Alpha Team. Click on the link for the gap rule. Remember, we're talking about gaps. Well, Oracle is holding on to its gap a little bit by kind of a thread here. This 124.60 has to hold in order for this pro earnings gap strategy to work. What do I mean? Well, you have to hold the pro earnings gap to then go sideways, to then show that the upper momentum is intact to go forward. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Then that trade changes, and you don't need to sit in there because you have no idea where it's going to go and what it's going to do. Anyway, I appreciate you guys. Have a great morning, and remember, Friday is no 6:30 club. Maybe I'll do a little ice barrel video. You know, some of you guys got your own barrel. Congratulations. I've been in it for, I think, 17 months. Haven't missed a day. Sometimes I do it twice a day. It's very good for the rinse, right? You need the rinse so you can do the repeat. If you don't do the rinse, it's hard to do the repeat, right? Somebody's like, I'll get it someday. Well, why don't you turn your someday into day one instead of one day? Day one is much better than one day. So at least you start something. Start something. We're coming into springtime. Later, guys.